Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's try this again. Let's try this again. All right. There's the StreamYard link. Let's see if anybody comes up. I ain't gonna beg nobody. Yes, nam, y'all. Aye, aye. Hope y'all are doing great. But we gonna stay live and see if anybody shows up. No worries if nobody does. Four natties. All right, give me a second, four natties. Let me turn this thing off. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. What's up, four natties?
Hello.
How you doing today?
I went live. I've been going live at about 12 noon or 1. Um, and that's um on the weekdays. So I went live today. Um, but not much other than that.
You got some people in your stream?
Not really, no.
Well, you're the first one to come in this stream. I just did a 20-minute stream and I didn't have anybody a while ago.
Yeah,
So,
I saw that one, but it was after you ended it. But then
okay.
I saw this one and I joined in.
Any free agency moves today?
Not really, no. Um, L, LSU is back on the practice field after a week off last week. Um, so
That's cool. I'm hoping to get to that spring game. Hoping to get there and see what's going on. Can you tell me again how excited you are for the Saints to draft to pick up Chase Young?
well, I think but I don't know if you heard about this, but the day after they signed him, we found out that he's going to have to be having, well, I think he's going to have it tomorrow, but he's going to have neck surgery.
Yeah, I did. I heard.
Yeah, so that that scares me a little. I'm just hoping he'll be ready to go for week 1. That's just
Yeah.
my hope.
Well, they said he's gonna be ready for training camp, huh?
Well, yeah, that's the hope. I'm just hoping nothing delays it. Um,
Yeah, yeah. You never can tell. At least he's. I mean, he's on a 1 year deal.
yeah, and the contract they've reworked the contract to where if he misses games, he doesn't make as much money. They kind of it's no longer a fully guaranteed deal, but it's still a 1 year, $13 million deal, but with some injury things in there. So I'm
So
not what I think it if he's able to be ready, be healthy, and play a full season, I think he'll be really good. But
yeah.
the injuries have been a problem in his career.
So assuming that he is healthy and ready to go week one. I mean, where do you have him ranked among players at his position?
I mean, he's definitely not a tier one pass rusher in the NFL. That's for some of the household names, but because he's dealt with injuries, um, when he's on the field, he's been his rookie season. He won Rookie of the Year. He had 7.5 sacks. Then he had 2 seasons where he dealt with injuries, and then he got traded to the 49ers last year, and he had another season with 7.5 sacks. I think he's a very talented player. That's why he was drafted as high as he was back 4 years ago. But I don't really know exactly. He's definitely not, at the very top. But um, when he's on the field, he's a good pass rusher.
Yeah.
So
Well, he definitely has the potential to be one of the top tier.
yeah, but as of right, he has the potential, yes, but he hasn't really lived up to that yet.
Makes sense. What about what about Michael Thomas? Have you heard anything where he might land?
I don't know. I haven't. I've heard nothing really.
I read something about the Falcons, but I hadn't seen anything since. Jacob Dean's here. What's up, Jacob? If you want to come up, we here chilling outside. Jacob's a big baseball fan too. So that's about it for Natties. Not too much today. Not too much. Not too many. I had a pretty good day today. Had did a lot of stuff. Was outside. I mean, really outside almost all day and got some things done. But it didn't rain or anything. It was overcast, but it was good. I'm doing good, Jacob Dean. Now I'm chilling with the goats.
I haven't been following um them much, but from what I've been seeing, the Pelicans are doing really good this year.
Yeah,
So maybe once it's playoff time, I'll start watching.
with Zion.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the LSU baseball game. They played Louisiana Tech, I think, last night, and they won by a good bit.
Yeah, but here's something. Will Wade and McNeese are going to be playing Gonzaga on either is it Thursday or Friday in the first round.
Wow, that would be a big upset.
Yeah, McNeese is the 12th seed. Gonzaga is the 5th seed. I'll definitely watch that game just because of the Will Wade.
So
Um,
March Madness actually starts tomorrow, night. Tomorrow during the day.
yeah, tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, cool. They'll give us something to watch. They'll give me something to watch. All right. Well, did LSU make it in March? Did LSU men's basketball make it in March Madness?
No.
Oh, how about the NIT?
Well, they made it, but they lost yesterday.
Okay,
But
I
I
know that
mean,
they
they
had a couple of big upset wins this year against Kentucky
in
and
South Carolina.
yeah.
So,
Well, thank
uh,
you for telling me, man. I didn't. I just had so much on my mind that I didn't realize tomorrow was the start of March Madness.
yeah, tomorrow, it's one of tomorrow. The games begin at 11:15 a.m. I'm looking now, but the McNeese game is not until 6:25 p.m.
Okay, might better watch it.
Yeah. That would be, yeah, huge for McNeese and Will Wade if they were able to beat Gonzaga.
Do you
Uh,
know what channel it's gonna be on?
well, March Madness is always on. It's either on TNT, CBS,
Yeah,
True TV. It's one of those.
one of them channels. Well, I gotta hope that it's on CBS because I can't catch them other ones.
Yeah,
Another team that I always kind of follow. Did you hear who Duke's playing?
I'll look right now. It's Vermont. They're
Okay,
playing Vermont on Friday.
that should be a winnable game.
Yeah,
And then the women's basketball team. I forgot who they playing.
I have no idea.
South Carolina is just so strong though, man. They in the women's basketball they're undefeated. And LSU softball is undefeated still. I think, huh? Or you don't know?
Well, I don't follow them at all, but I think I heard they lost one game. I'm not sure to
Okay,
who. But I've never watched a softball game before.
I hear you. Not too much into you. Still not too much into the baseball.
I mean, I like the sport baseball. I just don't really like watching it. That's really how. Uh, I think
Yeah,
it's a fun sport to play, but not to watch.
yeah. It's just different. Jacob, if you want to come in and say hello, you come on up. Maybe you can give us something to talk about. I got four goats around me eating grass. Yeah, I got the yellow mini helmet that I got signed by Fournette, and I got the white mini helmet. So I got to see if it's worth bringing and try to get somebody to autograph it for the spring game.
No. Hmm.
I don't know. I might bring it and see.
Yeah, maybe I mean, some of the key players of the spring game, obviously, um, you know, Harold Perkins is probably the best player on the team, and um,
Yeah,
Will
he'd be cool to get.
Will Campbell, the big offensive lineman, Garrett Nussmeyer, um, you know, Hilton, Chris Hilton. You
Let's
got
talk. Let's talk. Since you're here, let's talk draft. Do you have like your first five picks?
I
Are you
think
first?
Caleb Williams,
Uh huh.
I think Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., and then probably Malik Neighbors at 5.
Malik Neighbors gonna go in the top five.
Yeah, and if he doesn't go at 5, he'll probably go at 6 to the Giants. I think As of now, he'll go 5 to the Chargers.
Okay. So it's pretty three quarterbacks to start off the draft this year.
Yeah, likely, yes.
How do you think? So suppose that Jaden goes to the Commanders. You
Yeah,
think it's
that's what it seems like, right? That's what it's trending towards. There's still a debate whether I think the Commanders seem that they like Jaden Daniels more than Drake May. So it looks like it'll be Caleb Williams to the Bears, and then Daniels to um, the Commanders, and then possibly at 3, I think the Patriots will take Drake May, but the Vikings look like they're trying hard to move up into the top 5 and draft a quarterback.
well, who do the Vikings have right now as their
I
quarterback?
mean, Kirk Cut. I think they have Sam Darnold, and that's about it.
Yeah, they got to do something.
Yeah,
They got to
they're
have.
trying. They're really trying to move up into that top 5, draft a quarterback. Now, I think after the first 3 quarterbacks, Williams, Daniels, and May, I think there's a big drop off after that in talent. I mean, J.J. McCarthy, I'm just not very high on him.
What round you think he goes?
He'll probably go in the first round, but I don't think he's going to be any good.
Yeah. And as far as Jaden Daniels with the Commanders offense, you think that's a good fit?
They got some good receivers, but their offensive line is not good.
Okay.
So they need to do something about that.
What's up, Emily? Yeah, I hear you. They got good receivers, and who's the running backs over there in Washington?
Um,
Did they
I
pick up
think
Austin Eckler?
yes, yes, they signed Austin Eckler.
Okay, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good running back.
And he didn't have a great year last year. So yeah, good addition for them.
Yeah.
The running back position is just not valued that much anymore these days.
No, you're right. You're right about that. You know, um, I tell you what. How do you like how do you like Derrick Henry fitting in with the Ravens? You think that's a pretty good fit?
Yeah, they kind of needed that star running back to go alongside, in the backfield with Lamar Jackson. I mean, they've had J.K. Dobbins, but he's just been injured, and
Yeah.
this Henry really gives them that. So
You think about the running backs. You used to have running backs that were every down backs.
yeah,
These days you have more receiving running backs. But
yeah.
do you remember watching Ricky Williams with Miami? Or
No,
you were
no,
too young?
too young. He will.
He was drafted by the Saints. I'm pretty sure you know that with Mike Ditka,
Yes,
and
I'm not big
he
enough for
gave
that.
up a lot for him. But
Not quite old enough for that.
he really excelled with Miami. But he was, running backs like that, power backs, kind of like Derrick Henry, Deuce McAllister, those type backs,
Yeah,
Priest Holmes, those type
Fournette.
guys. You don't really have as much anymore.
Yeah, and like,
There's more. It's more of a passing game now.
and also, Fournette was that kind of style. He was a power downhill.
Did he
Run,
re-sign
run.
with Buffalo? Did you hear anything?
Um, I don't think so. I think he's a free agent right now.
He's yeah he's. I don't know how much thread he still has on the tires, man.
He
I
was
really
he
would.
was a he was good in Jacksonville. They he just didn't he just wasn't quite he was good. He just wasn't good enough for another contract. And he had
Yeah.
a couple of good years in Tampa, but now after Tampa, he just really hasn't found a new home yet.
Well, they almost made the Super Bowl that year. I think they had played the Patriots, and they had almost made it. They almost had won that game. They were winning early when they had Fournette, and I think I forgot
Oh
who the
yeah,
quarterback was. That
yeah,
was
that was
you.
in 2017.
Yeah,
I remember watching that game.
me
Um,
too. My flat screen had went out, so I had to pull out my big TV. You know the big TVs like they used to make, the big heavy ones.
mhm.
I was watching it on that, pulling for the pulling for the Jaguars, but they didn't come through.
And and then a couple of terrible years. The Jaguars got a couple of terrible years after that. They got Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Um, just I don't know. Now they're in the division with the Texans, who obviously are looking up with C.J. Stroud. Um, I don't really know about the Jaguars right now. I mean, I think they can be a playoff contender, but that division's got some young quarterbacks. Uh,
Hey, you remember watching Andrew Luck with the Colts?
yes, he dealt with injuries a lot, but when he was on the field, he was a great player.
Yeah, he really
But
was.
obviously early retirement. Oh,
Yep, Andrew Luck, and then at the end he retired because he had too many injuries. But he was a pretty good player. He came after Peyton Manning over there in Indianapolis.
so okay. I mean, I had to mute myself for a second.
Well, all right. I'm gonna talk with y'all later. Y'all take care, everybody. Go Tigers. Later.